Coop said a captain's log might help me keep myself sane down here, so here it goes. It's been what? 3 days? This place has been nice. Know I've been stuck in this helmet, but no constant hums, some natural light, sights as far as the eye can see. Maybe a giant desert, but it sure is beautiful. Anyway, I should check in with Coop, see what the survival guide's got for me today. Not quite rounded off his last plans yet, but a job this big, it's gonna need a few more tools and maybe some new toys.
Right then, Magnus, you ready for what's next? You're safe, fed, have fresh air. What more could you need? A scout ship. You need to build a flying rig.
Gonna cut you out early there, Chief. Sick to death of mining by hand already. Think fixing up a little drill machine is the best move. Could maybe clear a way for the hangar too. Let's see how we go. Just as quickly as we left, we came back. Welcome back to Space Engineers, ladies and gents. It is Vorund here, and we are kicking off doing some cool stuff. So between episodes I got a little bit busy, as you can see. We have a half-finished floor. We've got a fair bit of conveyance set up underneath, so we now have a fully conveyed in algae farm, which is wonderful. Up through to our oxygen supply, which is, survival kit and O2 H2 generator set up, as well as... Did I set this up? I don't think I did. Fair. Well, this part is not quite conveyed in. We need like one more little connector down here so we can link all of this together and we'll be golden. We do also have a connector set up for this bad boy so we can finally just reverse this right up these slopes and connect her up. It's a little bit fiddly, but it works. Just barely. But yeah, today's plan is to get a drill and a spot welder. I don't want to do all of this by hand. It took me long enough just sort of doing these bits in between, waiting for things to refine. So the sooner I crack on, build a little spot welder, the better. It's not going to be anything crazy. The drill's going to be slightly bigger. I don't know if I'm going to stick to the ship or go for like a big piston arm thing because I hate drilling. Not going to lie, it's probably my least favourite hobby. So if I can get up there, figure out what I want to do with the big drill, then we can officially start tearing this place to bits. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty grand. I'm excited. I'm hoping this goes as deep as I want it to go. If not, I believe there's a few extra bits around. We've got like cobalt just next door, I believe, and maybe some magnesium. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But yeah, we've at least got the beginnings of iron, which is the most important thing. I'm kind of thinking we just build a little mini platform. I thought we were still jetpacking, just on a weird slope. Get a little, get the drill up here, at the very least, the vehicle. Get a nice flat area. Build a big piston arm. Dig straight down, maybe with 3 or 4 drills, and just get them rotating. And then, yeah, just kind of make it work. I don't want to do any of this by hand. Basically what I'm trying to say. Sooner we get this automated, the better, and then we can actually start cracking on and making some stuff work. But yeah, first things first, we need the car. I also kind of wouldn't mind upgrading this at some point, but for now I think it'll do. Shouldn't be, no gear loaded up. I think we're good to go. If we can turn our park and brake off. Beautiful. Ramp straight on out. Now I was tempted to build something to be able to haul all of the stone we mine out, but I don't know if I'm too bothered. I will go and dump all of that stuff though, and maybe grab a few steel plates whilst we're at it. If we can build, or at least work out an area that our foundation's going to go, the rest should be fairly simple, right? Fairly. Super fun part of going up hills has actually got a lot easier lately as well. I think I'm slowly learning how this rover works, even without building extra wheels. It's pretty good. I've kind of just got to drag the mouse down the whole way up and we gain traction on the front and it just works. And that is, yeah, probably the best bit of learning I've had on this server so far. It's good. Just like that, we are out of the pit. Man, love's good. Right, up and over the ridge. Let's see what gear we've actually got up here. There's definitely iron. I think it's nickel. It may be ice. I don't think we've got any silicon in there, which kind of sucks. Okay, ice just next to it. Iron at the very least. Cobalt, that's a good sign. And nickel just a little bit higher up. Right, okay, maybe we just get a central. I could just do like a massive pit. Big circle pit. Include the iron. Try and include the nickel and try and include the cobalt. Just have one massive area hollowed out for it. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Right, get that parked. What I'm kind of thinking is going to be big. It's going to be crazy big, isn't it? Got a little short stubby block as well. There we go. Should we come like here? It's going to be one mega circle as well. Am I being too ambitious? Maybe. Maybe. Nah, you know what? I've got a lot of faith on this. I've got a lot of faith on this plot having everything we need. Maybe we build the center of it just next to that iron node. And hopefully, big hopes, that does just travel round. Right, how am I going to work this circle out? Let's just build out until we're at a good spot either side for what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 10 should cover everything we need. So far, this is what we have. So we have got a central mark with 11 out either side. 11 is plenty to cover what we need down here. Just need to make it up 11 in the opposite direction, which means, hello Mr. Drill, you are coming in perfectly handy today. Kinda hoping we can actually make this work. It's a big old circle. Kinda hoping our nickel's actually in that bit. No, that's gonna be miles out. I mean, we get nickel out of stones anyway, so it's not the end of the world. We're gonna get a stupid amount of stone out of this too, so cobalt, nickel and silicon will kind of be catered for. Not quite enough for the scale that I'm hoping for, but at least short term, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Without further ado, let's get drilling. I think I'm going to stick central for now, try and line it up perfectly where we want it, and then just build our platform out 11 from there. It's going to be a slow burn. It's going to be a slow burn. Hopefully we don't get wiped out by drills in the process. And then yeah, figuring out the rest along the way should be fairly simple. As long as we can get the base of our platform down so we can actually build around the circle, that's kind of the important bit. Hopefully it should just fly. And that, my friends, is why we keep our drills on hotkeys. Yeah, we got a little bit stuck. Just a little smidgen. Just a little smidgen. But did manage to get all of this drilled out. So we do have a final block on this side too. It's going to be a big circle. A big circle. A lot bigger than I was thinking. I think before I go any further, I'm going to make a little... well, get drawing, dig out the old Minecraft brain and see the actual block placement to get this circle perfect. And then we can start drilling out to the correct points. Figure out what we need to do from there, really. I think getting the circle in is kind of goal number 1. Yeah, let's have a little play. After a lot of racking my brain, we've actually made it to sunset. I think I've got the edge. So that should be the edge for a perfect circle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ah, we're gonna run out of fuel. Run out of fuel. Remind me to never run out of fuel again. What a painful run that was. It's like, yeah, it's deep nighttime now. Damn, what a day. Well, since we aren't getting this truck out of a hole anytime soon, I think I might just build up the next side. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Does that work? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Perfect. Cool. Cool. That gets this hole perfectly in the center. And the rest should kind of be history. Right, how's this going to work? I kind of... I don't know. Kind of think I need to get it out by hand. Gets us a little bit closer. If I can just drill away the front and build a big old ramp, it's probably the way to go. Yeah, okay. Let's spend the rest of our evening just getting this bad boy out. Got a long old way to go. I mean, it's a good thing we're building such a big just crater down here, because I'd be fuming if I had to cut all of this out of the base to get this thing out. Until we get, like, a grabber ship. This is kind of all we can do. Nothing broken? Hell yeah. Well, today's a good day. Almost a good day. Just trim out this... I mean, it gets us close to actually digging out this next part that we need to dig, so it's not so bad. Clears the channel, at the very least. Right. Now for the tricky part. Do you reckon? Come in like that, and then down and round? Maybe. Maybe. We still got some drilling to do. Right, for the moment of truth. Let's maybe just drill our way out a touch. May as well take off what we can whilst we can. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, that's a big boo-boo. We now have no battery. Excellent. Right, that's a big problem. How did we manage that? Yeah, the thing's like completely gone. That's crazy. That sucks. Ah, so annoying. Guess that's a little rule of thumb for the future. Keep your batteries protected. I can't believe that died so very quickly. That's crazy. I don't know what else is broken in there either. Something down here. Antenna. All detectors seen better days. I mean, most of that is battered, to be fair. Can we just take this out, like, nice and peacefully this time? Ooh, without getting stuck, please. There we go. Right, just a 20-point turn to go. We should be golden. At least the world saved at the right time. Yeah, there we go. Feet on the floor comfortably, almost. I repaired the antenna, but we've still got a good few things burning up around here. Most of our small conveyors are on the go. Air vent is battered. Might be worth just taking it home, fixing her up for the night, and then trying again tomorrow. I don't really want to be stuck listening to that noise all night. It's a little bit too noisy for me. Little bit too noisy. Let's just play the game trying to get down the hill then, shall we? It's always the fun part. Let's just go full throttle. Beautiful. Here goes nothing, right? Oh yeah, maybe not quite as successful. Reckon we push the analog forward? Keep our back end down? Hell yeah, that does it. Cool. See you on the ground. Also know that looked crazy simple, but doing this with a vehicle full of weight is a whole lot harder. We just got very lucky that this ship is completely empty. It's a good day to be a rover, that's for sure. Right, I think the first thing I'd like to do now that we're back is kind of just fill out this area to our left. I did grab a bunch of steel plates, should be enough. Just to hopefully, yeah, give us a better landing zone. Come up here, what, twice now, I think? Coming in and leaving is not the greatest. Having just a bit bigger of a spot to turn around in will do us a world of good and hopefully stop us from falling into massive holes again. Could do without blowing up half of our ship, especially just from a tiny little bit. The less we upset Clang, the better. Guess we just get drilling. I think maybe we try and drill out the surround and then we can just close the gap. Yeah, that's probably the best idea. Could have actually pulled this off a lot better than I thought. I thought at least first time round we were going to make a bit of a meal or something, but so far so good. Right, so this is central. 1, 2, 3. Still got a little bit of drilling to do. Nothing too crazy though. And then that end is like, yeah, literally right there. If we can tee this up perfectly without making too much of a mess, that'd be unreal. Cool. I think that's actually spot on. Never would have guessed that. Time to do the same again on the other side. And then we should almost have a complete circle. Just need to fill in the blanks, drill out the rest of this hole, and then we're golden. think that completes the outer edge. I think. Should be pretty much there at least anyway. Yeah, nice. That should do it. That's a big old pit, isn't it? It's a big old pit. Right, all we need to do now is just drill out the rest. Drill ship is going to come in handy once again. And then once we get the drill up overhead... unless we just do the drill up overhead. Bring it out to the left, and then everything on the right will get flattened as it goes. Yeah, it's probably not the worst idea. Probably not the worst idea. Question is though, where do we build the drill? Guess we could just use this plane behind us. Or maybe that side. Oh, I don't know. There's a chance that whatever we're drilling for could be anywhere. I guess if we do it like on this edge here, we can always rotate it and rotate it and rotate it. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay, what is the best plan for this then? Just kind of thinking if we want to rotate it after, I guess we put the base platform on like an advanced rotor, and then we can always just rotate the entire arm. So basically what I'm thinking is big drill platform over here, it comes up, over, down on conveyors. On the bottom is like, what, 10 drills? 11 drills? That just goes in a big circle. Big circle forever until it can't do circles anymore. I think if we get close enough to this edge, that'll be fine. Don't really want to have to build anything else on this. And once we get below that layer, it's not so bad. We could even do terrain clearance. Nah, it won't make a difference. Don't worry, just talking nonsense. Let's get a big drill arm base built, which means we probably need to drill out a whole bunch of this. Okay, this is the part that might get a little bit confusing. I think, so we got 5. 5 is a pretty good width. Maybe. I don't want to take it too far, is the only issue. I guess we could start, so this is that edge. I guess we just bring it back like there. Does that work? Brings it back a few. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a lot of conveyors. Bring it up and over. We can build like a little staircase piston extender. That can double down most of our things. Let's bring it forward 1. Let's take it back 1. That right there is where our drill is going to sit. Do we have... We have got the conveyor pipe junction down there. Maybe we do a full block one. Conveyor end junction. Need some interior plates. Yeah, we need a lot more stuff to build this. A whole lot more stuff. Right, let's go grab a bunch of interior plates and regroup. I think all we really should need are just interior plates and steel plates. So there's our conveyor. This does have it on all sides. Yeah, conveyor junction in. Rotor? Advanced rotor? Do we need space for this to spin? Unable to place the advanced rotor. No, that should be okay. Clear out those bits for now. We can sink back that as well. Right. Advanced rotor and then just straight up and over, I guess. I think that's all we need. Now, of course, we're going to need wind turbines. Basically, this is going to be our base platform. It's going to be the same on every drill that we use. If we do need to rotate it, we'll just make sure that we are the same gap from each side to be able to rotate. Yeah, that works. That works. Cool. Yeah, cool. Guess next step is to build the arm up and over to the central point. As long as we still know where that central point is. Be directly in line with these two. So, here? Yeah, looks about right to me. Sack that off, just so we got a bit of a guideline. How many blocks away is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Something's wrong. Everything's perfectly fine. Just did a quick count up and everything's good. Everything is 11 points away from this. Yeah, everything's fine. Just having a bit of a nightmare. Little bit of a nightmare. I just had the fear that we were about to run into probably the worst possible obstacle. Get the whole way to the top, find out that we are not actually in the center. Yeah, big fears. Big fears. How big are pistons? It's been a while since I built a piston. Just have a quick look. Piston. Are they only 2 blocks wide? Yeah, only 2 blocks wide. If we do one conveyor to another, to another, to another, to another, so we have 5 full extended pistons, that's 10 blocks? I think. So I've done a little bit of working out, and if my maths is correct, we should have to go 14 high. Basically what I'm accounting for is a piston, so it'd be a double stack, and then a little loop up and over. So it'd be one of these on top, and then out, and then into another piston. Or like down underneath, up, over, down into the next piston. And I think if we have 5 pistons, it totals 14 blocks. I think. I'm like 99% sure. I might have to do a little bit of drilling on the back end, but I'm sure it'll be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we can get the curve up top. Delicious. Right, now we just got to build the rest. Get her in nice and tidy and we should be golden. I already know what you're thinking. What ungodly, just awfully sightful contraption has he built? This is the Mega Piston Extender drill, and it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be wonderful. I think you're gonna love it. Once I get all of the drills on and the bottom end together, it's gonna be grand. It's gonna be so good. I think a best way to do it is just to slap another advanced rotor on the bottom, and then a conveyor junction, and then our drill should be perfect. Hell yeah. Oh, we've actually got that spot on. That's so good. That's so good. Right, drills. Drillium, where are you hiding? This works. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 pistons, which gets us 80 meters into the ground. Not bad. Not bad. 80 meters and a slight bit extra. All compact into what? 13 blocks? Give or take? Not bad. Not bad at all. Nice and compact, just how we like it. Which way do we want to build is the question. 6, 7, 8, 9? 10? It's gonna be a little bit tight on these edges, I think, but we should be able to make it work. If I've got to sack off one drill on the side, then that's okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That takes us one further, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3. Maybe, just maybe, we slap one extra drill on the end just to sort of pick up the scraps. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be like facing sideways, one little block hanging off the edge, and that will just kind of clear out most of it. I don't know. We'll get a spinning first and just sort of see where we stand. This part is the very, very long part and the bit that I'm dreading. Welding everything up. I think maybe we just take the truck down, load it up with a few thousand steel plates. Damn, we need a few thousand steel plates. Oh, I haven't thought this through. I haven't thought this through at all. Right, let's start from the middle, just work our way out. I'm dreading every single second of this. Can we even do like maybe one conveyor? No, not even close. We can do most of the interior plates at least. Should have like 200 on us. Burn through whatever we can. After a rather long night, we are pretty stocked up on steel plates. We've still got a longer way to go. We've still got a lot more that we need, but it'll get us started. It should hopefully clear all of the steel plates we need for the drills at the very least. Maybe if we're very, very lucky, it'll get us about halfway there on the pistons. Be nowhere near on the rest of it. I have got like maybe 400 interior plates, so we should hopefully cover all the bases on those. But yeah, the rest it's a long way off. It's a mighty, mighty long way off, but we'll make it work. I think from here on out though, this rover needs an upgrade, desperately. I think I'm going to sling all of this up here, get at least the bulk of it started, and then, yeah, we need to get on upgrades. Otherwise this, to be fair, this probably isn't going to make it up here. Not going to lie to you, there's so much weight, it's almost a bit ridiculous. Yeah, not even making a dent. Brilliant. Well, we can use this as like a little mini forward base, at least just for now. Go get something a little better set up and yeah, just make something work. Ooh. There goes the connector. Maybe goodbye rover. Maybe goodbye rover. What do we have in it? 43. Wonderful. I mean, the rest of it's still in one piece, that's the important thing, right? Can our gyro do some work? No. It weighs that much that even the gyro's not making a difference. Excellent. Alright, time for a little bit back and forth. Just saw this bad boy falling from the sky, and we got some seeds. We got some vegetable seeds, which means we can actually start a proper little garden. Exciting! This big job was also really fun for all of about 3 minutes, I reckon. These two containers on the back completely broke to the point we couldn't actually access them, so I've had to break most of this thing down, which isn't so bad. It means we can properly find out what's broken and rebuild. Hopefully grab some extra wheels on it too, and then we might actually be able to rebuild and improve, which is going to be needed if we even stand a chance at hauling that many plates up this hill again. As for the base, not too bad. This is actually coming along quite nicely. It's a bit of a killer, but I'm using it as an excuse to get more iron out of it too. Every time I do one run and I'm not heading back to the car, like right now, I think I need to, slowly run and dry on hydrogen. So every time we need to take a trip back, coming down here, grabbing a whole bunch of iron, repeat, and doing the whole thing over again, really. Yeah, it's not that fun, but it does mean we have got a constant supply of iron plates. Not so bad, steel plates, sorry. And of course the most fun part being the glide back to base, because I'm not wasting that fuel. No chance. Although it does get a little bit scary when you're coming in like super hot to the front door. Gets a little bit sketchy, but yeah, otherwise, not too bad. I think we're up a lot. Yeah, 230. Vegetable seeds can stay. Sling those bad boys in there. 550 of those, and just like that we can do just about one drill. Yeah, it's a little bit long. A little bit. Opponents are getting there. Pretty sure they're under production as we speak. But otherwise, yeah, we're slowly burning through the entire need for this drill. All of our iron is very, very quickly depleted. I need more ASAP. Yeah, it's a big problem. It's a big problem. Every time I fill this up, it's being used as it pumps out, and we're getting back and not everything is being produced. Yeah, we're going through a lot. We're going through a whole lot. But you gotta spend money to make money, I guess. In a sense, that kind of makes sense. Slap on 200 more of these. Let's take maybe 500 off of production. We might actually be okay on those 500. We'll see how we go. Second time's the charm? Hell yeah. Cool. Right, we are done with steel plates, which is just wonderful. There's a handful more we need in these pistons and stuff, but for the most part, we are done. I also re-put on that massive order of construction components because we are kind of desperate for them. I need so many, like a crazy amount. Got a bunch of these bad boys too, and we have got some steel plates on us. Nice. Maybe we can burn through the rest of these in the pistons. Beautiful. Cool. But yeah, otherwise, this thing is actually very, very slowly mined. coming together. Did put all of the steel tubes on production too, hopefully. So yeah, fingers crossed we should just be able to burn through the rest and I can come down, weld it all up, job done. We can actually get a functioning drill platform today. Damn, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a great day. I'm so excited for it. I know I've said this a million times and you're going to get bored of it at some point, but that sunset is just too good. It's so pretty. This little welding run should hopefully cover pretty much all of the conveyors. We might need a few more interior plates, thinking about it, but, did I? Nope. No, I did not. We are going to run out of jetpack fuel before we make it home. Before we even make it around this whole bit, I bet. What a killer. Come on, just burn out the motors. Beautiful. Beautiful. This thing's going to look crazy cool when it's finished though. Look at the beast. We've got 0 parts. Right, let's just rack up a little bit of extra iron and repeat. So we were actually having this conversation at uni the other day, and programmers in general, quite lazy people. Yes, the reason we want to sit down all day, smash out some lines of code and just sort of work things out rather than do things practical. I mean, kind of 50-50. I'm a very practical man. But laziness is a hell of a thing. So me being just incredibly lazy, did not want to weld up my base by hand. That is the last thing that I wanted to do. I had 0 interest in doing it in the slightest, and I could think of nothing worse because it didn't really do anything extra that it didn't do now. So what was the point? A drill, however, a drill means that I don't have to do this by hand anymore. And I can stop just coming out, drilling some holes in the floor, flying back to base, putting everything on charge. Rather than doing that for 5 minutes every now and then to build a little ship, I've instead done it for, what time is it? 7 PM. I've done this for about 2 hours solid. That's crazy. Yeah, I've been on this game for 230 minutes and the bulk of that has been coming back and forth, mining, welding up, basically spot welding, going back out and repeating the process. I don't know why this makes sense and is the best idea in my head, but welding up our base, nah, no chance, that's way too long. There's probably like a fraction of the blocks in that thing compared to this thing, but this, fine, let's do it. I'm so keen. Make it make sense. Please, because my brain doesn't understand it and I hate it. But I'd say we're close. We're not really that close. Large steel tubes are a killer. You thought steel plates were bad? Got it all wrong. Large steel tubes, so much worse. We're almost there, like we're close. We're halfway there. Oh, that's devastating. Halfway there. These are mostly done. We just need more large steel tubes. That's heartbreaking. A bunch of motors we should nearly have, and then the conveyor is complete. We're close. We are close, I promise. Promise we're close. I think I'm telling myself that rather than you guys. What a disaster. What a disaster. I guarantee we're going to start it up and it's just going to fall apart too. I'm not ready. Not ready. I think this is our final large steel tube trip. Hell yes. There's a few more in this, but I think... There we go. First piston down. Lovely. I forgot all of the tips need them as well, don't they? Yeah, that's going to eat through the bulk of it. Damn. We're close. We're very close. I'll take that, at the very least. Still got a whole bunch of iron down here to go as well, which is just wonderful. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I've kind of gone through the 3 stages of grief, you know, hope, happiness, a bit of sadness, just everything positive and negative that you can think of. I've probably gone through that stage. It's been wonderful. It's been great. I love big builds. They're probably one of my favorite things, as you can tell, especially doing them by hand. Cannot think of anything better. Do you know what I mean? If there's one thing that gets me out of bed in the morning, absolutely doing big builds by hand. Can't think of anything better. I love my life. Absolutely love it. Large steel tubes complete, and this thing looks sick. This looks so good. It needs a few steel plates here and there. Yeah, missing a handful up here. Large steel tubes all done. Handful down here. We need some motors, construction components, and steel tubes. Steel plates, sorry. Easy. We can do that. I can probably clear all of that in the next, like, 2 or 3 trips. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. We might actually have this done by daylight. Perfect. Don't like that these are red. Everything else is fine, but these are red. Why? Why oh why? I do not know. Okay. They're just red. That's fine. That's all good. I was hoping the sunshine would be up and kind of ruin by the time we were done, but I think this could maybe be our last trip. We definitely got one more. I've got a bunch of those cooking up back at base, but motor-wise, I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. We got a whole piston not welded there. Missing construction components. Okay, yeah, we need a lot more of those than I thought. Cool. For the most part, though. She done. She done. Oh, what time to be alive. That's so good. I think this should actually come up high enough to... Maybe not. We might have to do a little bit of scratching back by hand, but that's okay. If I slap it on terrain clearing to begin with, as we sort of turn stuff, it should hopefully just tick away. Tick away, and that is the most important thing. Right, 3 more drills. I think 10 more large steel tubes. The rest straight on construction components, and we should hopefully be clear about all of these. Motor's done. Yeah, motor's done. Do one more little scan. That's done. I feel like it's the one that we just did. Probably. Motor's in and done. Motor's not in and done. Cool. Plenty more to go. And last but not least, Lally. Right. Last little bits then. Couple of construction components. 10 more steel tubes. I think it's for the bottom side of this. Yeah. 10 more large steel tubes. Stupid amount of construction components and we're done. Finally. It's only taken us literally all night. An entire day. Figured I'd give it 10 minutes or so to brighten up, and I'm so glad I did. Right, that's done. These are done. That's the last little bit that needs doing down there. The rest is just pistons, or one singular piston. The base is done, which is good. Or the top, sorry. Handful of conveyors. I think once these are all in, this should light up. Ah, there's no power. That'll be what I read. I think that makes sense. And then last little conveyors. I think there's maybe one more up the top. No, that's it. That's it. She's working. She's alive. Oh, that's so good. That's so cool. Can we just have a little zoom out with no tools? There we go. Get the right button in the end. Ah, how good does she look? That's so cool. It's like some weird Kraken vortex type thing. Man, I love these setups. That's so cool. So cool. Right, what do we need? What do we need to finish up? We need a whole bunch of these bad boys back. Take out as many extra steel plates as we can. 1, 2. Yeah, and we do kind of need to rebuild the edge of this circle as well, don't we? I always hate rebuilding the edges of circles. I'll do that. Do that in my own time. I think what we need to do most importantly, however, is 6, 7, 8. Maybe go 9, and then we can go like 8 out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wind turbines, of course. The most important thing that we need. Wind turbine. Come here, beautiful. Now, I don't know which one's actually better, but I'm taking those. I also didn't realise we needed interior plates. That's okay. Might just grind out a couple of extra of these anyway. Take them back to base. Oh, nope. We're walking. So much for never letting me do that again. Thanks, guys. I think we should have everything we need for 2 of these bad boys. There's 1, and there's 2. Yeah, 1 clear, 2 easy. Everything should be off, all of that's green, which is lovely. Hopefully, these are actually optimal. I feel like this one's not going to be just because that conveyor's so close. But, yeah, we can only check, can't we? Can only check, duck. So many drills. Optimal. Current output. Yeah, it's because of the placement, I think. Maybe I just build off of this. I don't want to go too mad, though, just in case we need to rotate the drill. I guess we can rotate it left, can't we? Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Let's grab a whole bunch more steel plates and get this thing alive properly. Number 8, please. There we go. Let's get this puppy burning. That should... I think that should be good. Oh, we're a little bit close to the ground here as well. Oh, I just can't win. Let's see. Yeah, because we're close to the ground. I'll worry about that later. Worry about it later. Alright, first things first, let's get all of these bad boys on a group. Block group, drills. I was just going to type group, and then we can take them straight off the HUD. There we go. Show blocks inventory on screen, show block and toolbar config. Yeah, nice. It doesn't crumble. That's an excellent start. An excellent start. Hang on. Oh, thank God for that. My heart just sank entirely. I thought we missed the conveyor junction. Oh, imagine. Right, that's one thing we do need to get on, but we can worry about that later. First things first, we need to get all of this clear. Yeah, I think that's the next step. It's the last time I'm going to have to do this for a good while, and it makes me so happy. We've got next to nothing left on this little part, and then we should be able to put the drill on and just get that doing the rest. I might turn on terrain clearance to just see what it can do. Hopefully it does clear up at least the top half, and then yeah, the rest we're going to have to... I think we need some sort of sorter and just a large crate, and then we can just pour everything into it, because the second those drills start getting heavy and stop, I guess, well, being light. Second they stop being light, they're going to start pulling on those pistons and causing a whole lot of trouble. So, large container. Anything else? No, not really. Not really. I reckon we just power it up and see how we go. Right, I always hate these because we always end up with one little divot. Now we're good. Lovely. Alright, just grabbed a bunch of gear. Hopefully we can... Brilliant. That's going to put a spanner in the works straight away.
Inventory full.
Lovely. What if we just... There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Right. 3 of these should take us to the right spot, I think. 1, 2, 3. I might get a big boy. Yeah, I think the big boy's going to be the one. Otherwise I'm going to end up needing to branch off and not be able to. Don't really want that being the downfall of everything, really. As for the rest of this, that's a little bit annoying. But most of the gear is in. That's the important bit. Yeah, I reckon get on top of this now. We have to worry about less later. It's kind of the way that things work, isn't it? Yeah, last little trips. This should be our last little bit of welding. There we go, one large cargo container down. Can speak, just not quickly. Conveyor done, pipe done, other pipe done, and junction. Hell yeah. Right, we should hopefully just be able to... Okay. We got no steel. We got no steel. There's nothing else I can break down, is there? I don't think so. Oh, well. No, there's not. Right. Let's get this bad boy moving. Okay, one thing we do need to do is turn this down. Get the torque real low. Maybe like 1 meganewton meter. We go 1.1. Braking torque. 3. I don't want to go too crazy, really. Advanced rotor. Is this the one? Yeah, that's unlimited. If we just set the velocity super low. 0.18, just for now. Toggle terrain clearance so they don't take any weight. Turbines are good. Everything's good. Advanced rotor. Drill. Advanced rotor base. It's a little bit shaky, but I think she'll be okay. It's this part that I'm worried about. I think that has got the clearance. Yeah, I think we're good. Ooh, maybe not with me in the pit. Let's just get it ever so slightly faster. 1 RPM. This should avoid this entirely. Well, not avoid it, but you know what I mean. Tear through it. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And we should be completely clear of any edges. Let's just jump on it and make sure. Ah! Yeah, all clear on the inside. Just. Might catch slightly, but should be okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. These are really good. It's the only one I'm worried about there. But it's a circle, it should be fine, right? Should be in the keyword. Yeah, we're good. Which means our circle's perfect. Yeah, nice. We'll be okay. 1 mega drill, ladies and gents. What a steed. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Right, event controllers and stuff I can set up later, but for now, let's just do pistons. Save. And we can get those off of the terminal, and then we can very, very slowly start increasing them. Alright, might have to do this like 1 at a time. And also turn these off of terrain clearing mode. Imagine. Just drive through all of the iron. Ah, there's a whole other iron pit over here as well. Nice. Right, okay. Hopefully this should pull everything through. I might actually need to put a sorter on there. Didn't think of that. Well, there's one way to find out. And one thing I'm kind of tempted to do is set up an event controller. Ooh, nope. Stop immediately. Stop everything. Set up an event controller that drops each one by like a tiny amount. Do you know what I mean? Because yeah, that's a trench and a half. That's crazy work. Event controller or a timer block actually. Every like 60 seconds we drop by like 0.1, and then that drops it by 0.8. Maybe we do it for like every 2 minutes. And then we can fully work our way around. Unless I do half and half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the first half dropped by 0.4 every 2 minutes. Second on 4. And then it just... No, once one finishes, we trigger the next. That's how timer blocks work. Should we go and grab some timer blocks? We should have all of the gear for it, right? Timer block. Yeah, that's so easy to make. Sling that in there. Automation timer block. Ah, the same thing, just different DLC. Right, interior plates, construction components, computers. Yeah, too easy. Right, timer block 1, 2, and 3. Should just be able to weld them straight up. Hopefully. There's 1. There's 2. I don't think we need a 3rd. Not gonna lie. But we have one now. That's the important bit. Did the Large container, pull everything. Yes, it did. 325,000 stone. We're going to need a refinery down there too. Without question. There's no way I'm hauling anywhere near any of that lot back. Right, let's clear this group. Delete. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Piston. 1. 2, 3, 4. Piston 2. Turn all of those off. The drills will just stay on, and that's fine. Timer block 1. This needs to... No delay. Setup actions. Right. I think all we need to do is toggle block on, extend or increase maximum distance. No, set and move. Set and move. I think I'm actually going to need 4 timer blocks. I think I've made it make sense. I think I know how it works. I just need to use an extra timer block to trigger it. So we basically set it up so when one of these timer blocks triggers, it extends the piston by like increases the velocity to 0.1, triggers the second timer block, which turns it off after 2 seconds. 2 minutes later, it will trigger the next, and the cycle just repeats. I think. I'm yet to fully work out event controllers. I think it would be easier in this scenario if we use an event controller to trigger one, turn on the next one, so on and so forth, and then use the timer blocks as the brake. But I think we should be able to make it work. I think. It makes sense in my head. I just need to put it onto paper. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get it working, and then we can just sit back and enjoy. Alright, we've hit rock, and I think I've managed to get it working. I think we're actually golden. So, whenever it's ready. Yeah, this one's already counting down, so that should extend. Now? Hell yeah, there we go. And stop. Nope, nope, no, it's not stopping. It's not stopping. Okay, nothing exploded. Maybe I forgot to trigger the second block. Yeah, so that should shut the thing off. Yeah, forgot to put it in. Oh, you're joking. Start timer block 4. Right, let's retract those. Let's bring the... Oh, nope, 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 nope. Big nope. We want to reverse those. I'm going to show the block in the terminal. Okay, they're the whole way up. Let's just redo that for a second. I think I want them down to 0.7. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, what? We want all of those off. Yes, okay, cool, 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 cool. Let's try that again, shall we? Take it all the way back up, and then we want it down to 0.7. Oh man, this is gonna be the death of me, I'm telling you. Okay, let's turn that off just for a second, set it to 0.1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Piston 1, 7. Sweet. Right. Back to square one. Everything is off. We should be good. I think we're through this layer. More or less. So now, if I trigger timer block number 1, that should extend and stop. Lovely. Set up actions, that turns off and starts timer block 3. Timer block 1, yeah, that kicks off and starts timer block 2. What are we stuck on, folks? Is it just because that's a touch too high? Or it is full? Yeah, they're full. Brilliant. We already need to basically turn off everything. Get a second crate. Ah, class. Well, plus side, everything works crazy efficiently. Ah, and it's moving. It's just fighting a bit. Maybe it's catching the edges, you know. Oh, now we're good. We are good.
Fuel low.
Brilliant. Fresh out of fuel. It's a little bit shaky. It's very tilted, which means this side's way heavier. Yeah, that's why it's not moving. That side's just way more full, I think. Yeah. Excellent. Which is weird because it should. Once it hits level ground, then it'll change. Okay, cool. Wow, at least it works. At least it all works. Let's turn off everything. Turn the drills off. Turn off the timer blocks. Everything works. Everything works. This should hopefully balance it all out. Fingers crossed. I don't think we need any conveyors between them. I think where it's just touching it should be fine. But I may be wrong. Can't remember. It's been a while since I built big crates. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you can see that level off immediately. That's crazy. There's so much weight in there. That's nuts. Wow, I need to stop pressing that instead of 0. There's so much iron down here as well. Didn't realise how big this node was. That's ridiculous. We're pretty much set for life on iron though. That's good to know. Are all of these empty? Yeah, looks it. Looks it to me. I wonder if this is empty. 421, no, it's still pretty full. And 118. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Right, if we turn those drills back on, we should hopefully be able to trigger... I guess we trigger timer block number 2, don't we? Trigger. Level off the pistons. That should completely fill up. Yeah, once this levels out, it should be fine. But until we hit stable ground, one side is going to get more full than the other. Or at least more full quicker. But otherwise, she's sturdy. Yeah, that is flooding out as well. Madness. I think I'm going to need... I feel like this is going to turn into our build platform. Not going to lie. Because this is outrageous. Just want to make sure the second one triggers. It's going to be like 4 minutes until it does. And we've got to keep all of this running until then. It's not full, which is good. But it's getting there. This thing looks sick though. How cool is that? It's the mega big round drill into the ground. Ah, it's so cool. So cool. I love it so very much. Ah, now we wait 4 whole minutes. This is filling up so very quick, and we are like still at the same limit. The pistons haven't increased yet. This thing's going to be insane. 30 seconds left. Let's get counting. Right, hopefully this works. Should extend now. There we go. And stop. Beautiful. Next block is triggered. Nice. And that will just eat its way through. It's only a tiny layer at a time, but I think with the rate that this is just clawing through it, it needs that 4-minute delay just to get ahead. Ah, that's beautiful. What a beautiful sight. Ah, I love it so much. This has literally solved every single one of my issues. We're going to have no thingy problems anymore at all. Ah, the drills are filling up now, aren't they? Yeah, cool. Which means drills turn off. And we can always turn this off as well. We do need to turn you off. Advance rotor drills. And that should just slow itself down. Without hitting anything being the most important part. Yeah, this is amazing. This is excellent. And these have still got so much more to go as well. So much more to go. That's just as efficient as you can get, isn't it? It might have taken 5 hours, but we got there. And I'm never going to have to do this again until I need silicon or most other thing. Maybe we just build a drill ship. This can be the base. This can get like the, I guess, bulk stuff we need. Stone gives us nickel too, right? I think. Iron is just going to pour out. I need a double refinery set up. I think that's what we need. I think I need to claw all of this back, get a big old double refinery and just have this pumping out everything we need. Get maybe 5 assemblers, some speed boosts. Just build this into almost a mega base. We're about to run out of fuel. Not a mega base, sorry. Mega supply base. The mega base is still going to be in the crater, but this kind of takes the cake on coolest designs for a while. Definitely needs a little bit of colour, but how cool is that? How cool is that? It's literally just over the hill of the mega crater too, so that takes like 2 minutes to get to. It's not too bad. We've still got a huge supply run to go. Getting set up with refineries up here, and then that kind of turns into the big next project. We just need a ton of steel plates, a little welder, which should be the next project. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do a welder. Promise we're going to do a welder. But yeah, for now, I think I'm going to love you and leave you just there as the snow starts to kick in. Nice. Not bad. Do not want to quick load. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you just there. Thanks for watching. Massive thanks to members supporting the channel. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hopefully, stick around for the next one. Peace.